I'm sitting here waiting for people, but while I'm waiting, let me tell you what we're gonna be doing today. So we're going on a ride all the way to, not all the way, but it's like a short while to Decathlon at Kallang. And the reason why we're going over is because the SCF is holding the Prudential Tour de France technical class there. And I'll be attending the technical class that they'll be hosting today. So I think the class is more of like teaching beginners and like amateur riders how to handle the bikes better, how to corner, how to ride a pace line, how to draft, and I think it's a very good skill to have. It's very important to have. And my friend is here, so I think he's been once before, so let's ask him about his experience at the SCF technical class. Morning. And that's not my friend. I realize some of the newer riders, especially when you're very new, you tend to swerve a lot and you tend to be a bit more afraid when you're going into corners. Now that doesn't mean that I'm not afraid. I have PTSD from trying to descend and like crashing all the time. But that's why I also think that the class kind of is good for even people who have already been riding for a while. And being a new rider, being able to have all these kind of little classes which teaches you how to handle your bike better so that you kind of have more confidence is also very good. I think it's also very nice to have these kind of classes, and especially since it's like free. And the other person that I know hosting this class is like SCF themselves, who usually have classes for kids or like even mountain bike classes, BMX classes. Yeah, I think it's quite cool to be able to experience these kind of little things. Now where is my friend? My god, is that him? Is that blinking like him? Let's hope it is. Now we're gonna be damn spicy to go and get wrong the person again. Oh my god, you're alive. Okay, let's go. I know, I just saw. I just saw you went favor yesterday. Now heading over to the technical class being held by Prudential and SCF over at Decathlon Kallang. I'm very surprised to know that there's a large group of people going, and I'm wondering how is it gonna be like to train a big group of people and what can we learn from there today. Cool, So since you come here 2 years ago,
I never come before.
don't lie, you come here 2 years.
First time.
Really, man?
Yes.
Oh, it's your first time?
Yeah.
So do you think the place very nice today?
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad, ah?
Not bad, got sticker box.
Got sticker cost, ah? Not bad, ah? Not bad, this time got aircon. At least you don't need to see outside.
So, in case y'all don't already know, this event is organized by Prudential. They have actually created a community for cyclists like you guys who have little or no racing experiences, with the hope that they can provide you guys with a platform to kickstart your racing experiences.
With little to no racing experience, I think it's super important when they decided to teach us how to race and the basic rules of it. Not only teaching the basic rules of racing, there was also a simple guide on how you were able to fit your bike for those of you who kind of have an issue trying to find your seat post height. Now obviously this is a very basic guideline. It should be taken with a pinch of salt, I guess. And if you are having severe issues, remember to go for a Bikefit.
The best is to get your mates to record on the side view while you're riding if you have the skills, right? And then you can still monitor from the video.
Kenapa auto? It's time to go, Alfred. It's time to go. Don't say it. I want to sleep yet. Too early. Sky bright already though.
So these three ding-dongs over here are trying to figure out which orientation to place the number tag, and we had no idea how to do it, and more people started to come to us because they realized that we are three ding-dongs who don't know how to do it and we need help. So the people from the organization who organized this thing is actually nice enough to come and help us and realize that we are screwing things up. and we should not screw it up and stop us before we start to screw things up. So while he is explaining to us what is going on, I'm gonna explain to you what is going on. So essentially we're gonna be doing laps around a hot dog circuit, and if you don't know what a hot dog circuit is, here it is, here's an image. Now we'll be doing laps around a hot dog circuit, turning right and trying to learn how to corner better, how to lean into the corner and how to exit out nicely.
And get used to the line that you take around the course. So you try and pick the same line each time.
So we're gonna go and start the course on cornering. Don't buang ah. We're gonna start the course on cornering, so it's the first technical lesson of the day. Almost fall down. Go.
That's it. Nice control. Nice control.
Everybody started off slow, taking things easy. We had a pacer in front and we just started to get familiar with the course, get familiar with trying to turn and running in a pack.
So what do you feel from this technical course?
Good exercise
Got importance?
and a lot.
A lot.
Learn how to corner.
So corner also got importance.
Because I don't know how to corner later you anyhow crash.
Anyhow crash and that's it. I crash into the wall then $6,000 gone.
I think more than that.
More than that?
Painful.
Painful.
The event is sponsored by Prudential and the drinks and snacks are all provided by 100+, which will help us and fuel us for the next class, which is the standing start. Now we'll be learning how to do a standing start, and I think the best person to learn from is from the pros, because teaching novices how to do standing start is clearly impossible. So obviously you need a professional demonstration.
So we'll have a helper to hold you all. It's another skill to learn, a bit of balance, but we won't drop you, alright? So just have faith. Yep, so I'll do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go.
Obviously after the demonstration we had to try it out ourselves. Some of us looked very pro and we were able to just get going immediately, while some others took a while to just try to get the balance, and it's totally fine because everybody is learning. It takes a while to just get used to that position where you're in a standing start, and I think it's super important that we even get to try to do a standing start being assisted by these people.
This one you must play the trust game already. You must trust the fella. First experience with a standing start.
Pretty okay. I guess I'm a natural.
What this guy? I think it's a very good skill to have, although you will never use it.
Unlikely that I'll participate in the TP lah. So.
Unlikely I'll participate in any fixed race. But good skill, good skill. You don't know how to do, right? You don't know how to do is also quite sad. At least now you can say you know how to do.
Yeah lah. That's
Right.
true.
The confidence that you must have in your own balance is mad. But the trust also with the other guy. Do you think you trust the guy?
Okay lah.
Do you think like you have to have your full trust in the fella?
Yeah lah. Better lah. I should fall down.
You better have trust in the guy. No trust that's it. Sure fall down. Face plant onto the floor sideways. So far we did 2 courses, one being the hot dog circuit where we actually kind of trained the cornering and just following in a single pace line. I think it was quite a useful thing to learn because it trains you to only maintain one wheel distance away from the front rider, and it also trains your cornering, how to corner into speed, how to get a very nice line. And the second thing that we actually learned today was do a standing start. So a lot of people have not done a standing start and you will never get the opportunity to do a standing start. So I guess having this chance to go and try it out and to be able to do a standing start, especially in a controlled environment, is very useful for people who have no chance or will never ever do it. And it's also a very good skill to learn because, I mean, although you'll never use it, yes, but it's nice to be able to learn a new skill and to say like, okay, I have done a standing start before and I can do a standing start. So it's a nice thing to know, and it's a nice thing to practice, especially in a controlled environment.
For the last 2 activities, the first activity being just us doing the same hot dog circuit but at a faster speed, while the second activity is actually a race simulation of about 10 people per group. Now I'm a bit more excited for that.
So today, right now they're doing a race simulation of maybe groups of 10 to 15. So starting from a group start, and then now they're just going this hot dog course where they are doing a race simulation of some sort. Yeah, so they're just doing a simple race simulation which actually helps you to train
how to start in a group, training how to start in a group, training how to pace line, how to hold onto the wheel, everything that you have learned from today onwards. Putting everything that we have learned today into a simple race simulation, which is quite useful for the actual race itself.
I'm sure for many of you, you guys will be thinking, what is this? This is such a basic skill to have. But everything starts from the basics, and if you don't have the basics, I think you're just gonna be set for failure. So everybody here has probably already been riding for about at least 3 to 4 years. And I'm sure they know the basic road rules, the basic rules of having one wheel length away from the front rider. But I'm sure everybody managed to learn something at the end of the day, and they went home with something to think about.